karibuni sana. Welcome back to this channel where we spread love and positive vibes. Thank you so much to the new subscribers and the returning subscribers. Those that react on the keyboard, we really appreciate you. Those that like our videos, we really appreciate, and we say thank you so much. And today I'm going to take you along the whole Jamaica, the 14 parishes of Jamaica and their unique nature, and also the historical facts that maybe you don't know. So I'm going to talk about the 14 parishes of Jamaica and why they are unique and what happened during those years, the history of that particular parish. I want to start by saying I was intrigued by the facts of the 14 parishes of Jamaica. Each parish has got its riches, its beauty, its history, its excellency. And as I was going through the facts about the 14 parishes of Jamaica, I was really telling myself, if I happen to go to Jamaica, I would want to go to the 14 parishes of Jamaica. They are so beautiful when you read their history, when you read what is going on now in those parishes. I was so intrigued. By the way, guys, I don't know whether it is possible to cover the 14 parishes when one visits Jamaica. Kindly tell me in the comment section below. Let me start with one of the parishes. I was excited about its history, and at the same time, I was sad, because this is the parish where those that resisted the colonial rule were hanged. It has the prison where the hanging was taking place. I'm sure you are guessing the parish I'm talking about. I'm talking about St. Catherine. It was the home to the islands only prison where hanging was taking place. So anyone who defied the colonial masters was hanged in a prison in St. Catherine. And today, the prisons are still there, and they are called the St. Catherine Adult Correction Center or Correctional Center, where people are corrected from having bad behaviors to having good behaviors. And it is also referred to as Spanish Town Prison. It has a capacity of 850 prisoners who can be hosted in that prison, meaning that it's a large, huge prison. And sometimes people can be squeezed to go up to that 1,300 prisoners. It is the only parish in the island with a death law prison. But don't worry, the last time there was a death sentence in Jamaica was very long time ago, in the 1986, 1988 there. That is the last time. Actually, it is 1986. It's the last time there was a death sentence. But this prison is the only prison where such a sentence can be passed. The Jamaican people are going to tell us whether it is true. It's not only the sad things that we have talked about in St. Catherine. It's also a prison whereby it was the former capital of Jamaica. At one time, St. Catherine acted as the capital of Jamaica. I know now you know a lot about St. Catherine, and when I was looking at this video, I also saw some people commenting about St. Catherine. I don't know whether I'll see the comment, guys. But if you're from St. Catherine, kindly tell us what else about that parish. This one is saying, my parish is St. Catherine, home to Bog Walk. So it is the home to Bog Walk, and it is the home to the Rio Gobra Gorge and the world famous Flat Bridge. So the world famous Flat Bridge is found in St. Catherine. You can see how rich in culture, how rich in history, and how rich currently St. Catherine is. Without further ado, let us go to the next parish of Jamaica, which is St. Andrew. St. Andrew is our next parish of Jamaica, and St. Andrew was actually the first to be established by law in Jamaica. So it was sort of the first city or the first parish, actually the top parish to be established by law in Jamaica. It is actually the hotbed of musical talents. In other words, there are great talents in St. Andrew. And some of the greatest talents that we have in St. Andrew are St. Paul. Is it St. Paul or St. Paul? And then there is the Elephant Man. Then there is the Buju Patton. All these great musicians come from St. Andrew. So St. Andrew is very good at producing musical talents. It is actually the home to Blue Mountain Coffee. It has the Hope Garden, and it has a lot of nightlife. You can never get bored in St. Andrew at night. You know, sometimes I talk about these parishes, or rather about Jamaica, and my face lightens. So St. Andrew, they don't sleep. They are always partying. I remember shooting a video, I think it's yesterday, talking about Jamaica is always partying. People love partying, and St. Andrew, they are the people that love night parties. So there is no sleep in St. Andrew, a great, great parish of Jamaica. The next parish we go to is St. Thomas. St. Thomas, and St. Thomas is actually a great, great parish, and it has some history, actually sad history to talk about. It is the place where the first execution took place. The first execution of those who opposed the colonial rule took place in St. Thomas. And you can imagine who was executed. It was Paul George Godra. He is the first person who was executed in St. Thomas, and therefore it marks, or rather it holds, the history of people that were fighting for freedom. It's also known for oil, and it has stunning beaches like the Reggae Beach, the hot springs. It has very hot springs, and therefore St. Thomas does not capture us with the sad history. It also captures us with the stunning beaches, very beautiful sights to behold, like the Reggae Beach and some hot springs. And therefore, that is St. Thomas for you. And I saw somebody talking about St. Thomas in the comment section. What did he say? He said, St. Thomas, the parish that has the plantain garden. So it has a lot of plantain and plantain garden river. So there is a river, by the way, guys, tell us. Because this river is being called plantain garden river, is it because there are plantain that are grown around the river, which is the only river in Jamaica that flows from west to east. So St. Thomas also has the only river in Jamaica that flows from west to east. Some history of Jamaica is very, very intriguing and inspiring. It has also the Bath Botanical Gardens, one of the oldest botanical gardens in the Western Hemisphere. It has also the Bustamante Bridge, the longest bridge in Jamaica. Hey, every parish in Jamaica is unique and great in its own way. So we are looking at St. Thomas, and we have seen it is the first one, or rather the only one, with a river that flows from west to east, and it also is a home to the Bath Botanical Gardens, one of the oldest botanical gardens in the Western Hemisphere, not just in Jamaica, in the Western Hemisphere. It has also the Bustamante Bridge, the longest bridge in Jamaica. That is St. Thomas for you. Apart from the history we have seen in St. Thomas, it has very intriguing sights to behold, like that bridge and all what we have said about St. Thomas. Then we go to St. Mary. Remember that Jamaica has 14 great parishes. We go to St. Mary, and St. Mary has some history just like the other parishes I have mentioned. St. Mary was the city where the greatest revolt or the greatest fight against the colonial masters took place. And it was referred to as the major Turkey revolt. The major Turkey revolt. It took place in St. Mary in 1760. The slaves refused to be oppressed by the colonial masters, and they fought the Turkey revolt, and they fought very hard in this city called St. Mary. And up to today, it holds that history. It was a lot of sacrifice, a lot of bloodshed, but St. Mary people refused slavery and revolted or fought against it. Apart from that, St. Mary is the home to tropical vibes. It has very stunning beaches like the James Bond Beach. So it has one of the famous beaches in Jamaica, the James Bond Beach, which is known because the James Bond movie was acted in Jamaica, and maybe that is why this name or where this name comes from. And then we have Kingston. Kingston is the heartbeat of Jamaica. It is actually the capital city of Jamaica, and it was the first city to actually receive the slaves that were coming from Africa. The first place they arrived was Kingston in Jamaica. So the first stop that the slaves were arriving was Kingston. And therefore it is known for hosting the first slaves in 1513. A great city it is. It is where the slaves were arriving before they were moved to the different parts of the island so that they can participate in helping the colonial masters in doing the agricultural activities. It is actually the center or the home to the reggae rhythm. There is a lot of reggae music along the streets of Kingston. We have seen it when Dimwango and Shonarwa were in Trenchtown. We saw there is a lot of reggae music, there is a lot of dancing. Remember that the Bob Marley Museum is actually here, I think so. And therefore there is a lot of reggae music that takes place in Kingston. It has also the smell, the aroma of the jerk chicken from the different hotels that prepare this meal, which is very, very famous in Jamaica. So Kingston is known for the food, great food. It's also known for reggae music, and it's also known for the historical facts that we have just stated. And it is also the capital city of Jamaica, and it has great beaches, great harbors, great airport, and therefore Kingston is a great sight to behold. Not forgetting the real estate and the great things that are found in Kingston. Then we go to the next parish, which is West Moran. This is where most of the rice that comes from Jamaica is grown. It's an agricultural parish. They grow a lot of rice. Actually, it consists of it is the whereby rice has been grown consistently for the last 150 years, over 150 years. So they have consistently grown the rice in West Moran, and therefore it's a great place where rice is harvested. Then we go to Terani. It is the home to Negri Beach, which is actually a very, very famous beach in Jamaica. The Terani parish has the Negri Beach. It was also the capital of Jamaica at some point. And it also has a lot of yams that are grown there. So it is actually an agricultural parish. Actually, the Trinlani is referred to as the yam capital of Jamaica. Apart from growing yam and all the agricultural produce that are found in Trinlani, it is also the home to the fastest man in the world, who is Usain Bolt. I don't know whether eating yams has anything to do with running fast, because it happens that Usain Bolt is from Trelani, where we have most of the yams grown in Jamaica. Then we go to Portland. Portland is another parish which does a lot of agriculture, according to what I found. There is a lot of banana growing in Portland, and they produce a lot of bananas. Actually, Portland kicked off the Jamaica's trade on bananas, and it actually uplifted the economy of Jamaica very much in those days. So the economy of Jamaica was actually relying on agriculture, especially bananas that were being grown in Portland. Today, bananas are still being grown in Portland, and if I am wrong, you can tell me. So there was a lot of banana trade in 1870s, and Jamaica was getting a lot of income from banana trade that was taking place during those days. It is also a home to the Blue Lagoon. It is found there. The French Mancoff Beach, which is actually a very great beach in Jamaica. It is found in Portland. And then we go to the next parish, which is St. Anne's. It is the home to Ocho-Rio. It's also a home to the cruise ship haven. It is actually a center for the cruise ship haven. It's a home to, it is actually the birthplace of Bob Marley, St. Anne's. Oh my God, these parishes have uniqueness and a lot of history in them. So St. Anne's is where Bob Marley was born. So it is actually the home where reggae music was founded. That is St. Anne's Parish. So the next parish is Criradon, which is the old Jamaica. Actually, it was hosting. Let me say it was, because currently, I don't know whether that church is still there. It was the home to the oldest Anglican church in Jamaica, St. Peter's Church. And I remember there is a video I shot about this St. Peter's Church, and this St. Peter's Church survived the greatest earthquake that actually swallowed Port Royal, and it has survived hurricanes. It has also survived fires. So this Anglican church actually has been protected and shielded by God from earthquakes, from fire, from hurricanes. It is actually, I tend to think this church is still there, and it is one of the oldest churches in Jamaica. Because remember, we talked about this church, and it was there during the pirate trading. And it was actually in Port Royal or Portland, and it was actually where there was a lot of godly practices in that church, and around it, remember that we talked about this city that was called the weekend city, because of all the things that were happening, because of the money got from the pirate trading. And this church was there, and it happened to have, the area was having an earthquake and even the hurricanes, but this church was not affected. This is actually a miracle. So St. Credadon has that history of the Anglican church in it, which is actually the oldest church. The next parish is St. Elizabeth. St. Elizabeth has the longest river, the Black River. And it was the first parish to get electricity in Jamaica. It has several waterfalls, so it has several attractive sites where tourists can go and enjoy themselves. Then we have Manchester. Manchester is a great parish with a lot of agricultural produce. Manchester does very well in Irish potatoes, citrus fruits, cool climate that is good for agricultural produce, and has coffee also. So that is Manchester Parish. Then we go to St. James. St. James has got a lot of tourist centers where people can go and have a great time, and it has a lot of beaches, it has a lot of resorts, and it hosts Montego Bay, and therefore it has airports and a lot of cruise ship. So it is actually the center for tourism in Jamaica, sort of a center for tourism in Jamaica. That is St. James. And then we have Hanover. Hanover is known for its history about the clock. The clock was to go to St. Lucia, something like that, but mistakenly it was brought to Hanover, and Hanover is known for this clock, and it is also the home to Lucia. It is also a home to several beaches, and therefore it has a lot of tourism sites where people can go and enjoy themselves. Apart from that, I forgot to say Manchester is also known for bauxite mining. So apart from the agricultural produce found in Manchester, there is also the bauxite mining, and you can for sure see that every parish of Jamaica is unique in its unique way. I don't know whether I've covered all the parishes of Jamaica, but I hope so. But you can see that every parish of Jamaica has got its uniqueness and its great potential and its history, which is so intriguing and so captivating to people outside Jamaica and also to the people inside Jamaica. I always tell you, Jamaica is a vibe, and you can never cease to get something to talk about Jamaica, because every day they amaze us with their uniqueness, with their unique way of doing things, and their hard work. You can see that each and every parish has got an activity that is done there. There are those that do agriculture, there are those that do mining, there are those that do trading, there are those that do businesses, tourism. Every parish of Jamaica has got a beehive of activities to be done by the people in that parish. And that I tend to think that is why Jamaica has succeeded in so many things and actually making their country be known in the whole world. Because every parish has got uniqueness. May it be talent, may it be agriculture, may it be tourism, may it be beauty, may it be everything. Just in one basket of 14 parishes. I hope that I've actually captured all the 14 parishes of Jamaica and their uniqueness and their captivating nature and their intriguing facts. And I want to stop there. See you during the next video. Bye bye and God bless.